In this tutorial, I will discuss uh, the thing that I'm going to do. I am going to create a report, and the data that is given to us is in the Excel format. You can see the data here, where four columns are given here. One is employee name, create date, start time, and end time. This data is about which employee devoted how much amount of time for which project. So you can see here that create date for Adam, create date is 26th of April 2021, and for a particular project he has started at 10:30 and completed that project at 11:04. Okay, on the same day at 11:05 he started another project, and 11:23 he has completed that project. So likewise, the whole day is utilized in this way by working in different projects. Same is the case with Bill. You can see for Bill on 27th of April, he has devoted almost 15 minutes for one project, then another 15 minutes for another project, and likewise it was going on. And the task that was given to me, you can see other employees' name is like Veronica, Amar, Bill, Adam. So the employee list is given here, and their start time and end time for a particular project, and on which day they have worked on that project. So these things are given here, and the task that is given to you is to create a report uh, that which employee has worked for how many hours. Okay, so this is the data, but the thing that I'm going to do here is a little bit tricky, and please watch the whole video to understand the thing that exactly what is going on here. One thing you have to keep in mind that whenever you are preparing any report, you have to fulfill the uh, need of the ultimate customer. Okay, the customer, I mean to say ultimate stakeholder. The stakeholder may be anybody, your manager, or um, any department's head that that are going to use this report to understand their resource utilization. Okay, but there is a trick. It is an easy project, but there is a trick for which it is very important. For which it is very important. Okay, so I have already stored the data in Power BI. I've imported the data in Power BI, so I am going to change the name of the data set. So I am keeping it a data one. Okay. Now let me go and watch the data. What is given there? So you can see employee name is given here, create date, start time and end time. Start time and end time looks pretty shady here, not shady. Let me change the format of the start time or end time. So I am selecting it. As soon as you're selecting it, you can see in the column tools, data type, it is given date and time, but I need only the time. So I'm changing the format in time. Okay. And for the end time, I am going to do the same time. Okay. You can see it is in the format like hour, minute, and second. So I do not need this second part. This is not important. So I am again changing the format into minute and hour, and same for the start time also. Okay. Okay. So now I want to calculate like what is the difference between the end time and start time for a particular uh, employee on a particular day. Okay, so in this case, it is very easy. Like you can see, you can go to data and you can create one calculated column. I mean to say new column. Okay, and I am giving the name of this new column as duration, which is equal to I'm using the text, so it will be like data 1 end time minus data 1 start time. Okay, so this will give me the difference between the end time and the start time of the project, that is total time he or she has employed uh, for a particular project. So I am entering the formula, and again it is coming out as date and time format. I am just converting into time format. So now you can see uh, this person worked from 16:45 to 17:30. This is equivalent to 45 minutes. Same is the case is 10:30 to 10:45. This is equivalent to 15 minutes. 10:45 to 11. This is equivalent to 15 minutes. So yes, it is calculated properly, the duration for which they have worked for a particular project. Now I am going to visualization, and I am creating one table. Okay, I'm creating one table here. So in this table, what I will do, I will drag employee name and okay, just give me a second. I have to increase the size of this employee name, and so it will be like, sorry, values, and I am increasing the size of this. And now what I am doing, um, I am bringing in the duration. Okay, so duration is given here, like Adam. It will be better if I add a filter here, so I'm adding one filter. Let's take the filter in the rightmost corner, and I am using create date here. Okay, so for this I'm changing the slicer setting from between to I am bringing it to vertical list. Okay, okay, so let me select now one day, 26th of April, and you can see for 26th of April only Adam works for these many hours for different projects. Okay, so till now it looks good and everything the way you wanted. Okay, but here is the catch. The catch is this, that now your manager, or for whichever department you are preparing the report, he or she wanted that he or she wants to see the total time here. Like for 26th of April, Adam worked for how many hours? So he has worked in these many projects for 2 hour 21 minutes, 1 hour 31 minutes. So the person wants to know what is the summation of the whole thing for the whole day. Or let's say for 27th of April, Bill has worked for these many hours, but he wants to know at the end what is the total sum. Okay. Uh, so the catch is here is that it is not possible to show it here, like what is the total sum of for a particular day or for a particular uh, employee that worked on that day. Okay, so it is not possible if you are using mm if you are using let's say DEX formula. Okay, if you are using DEX formula, then you cannot see. Let me go to the duration, and you can see here that you cannot summarize the duration part. Okay, so it is not possible to do the thing in this way, but there is a solution of it. This is the catch here. There is a solution of it, that how you can do it. So you can just, let me remove this table and this table. Okay, so now what is my objective? I want to see the summation of total hours that a person worked in. Okay, so I am also like keep the duration here. So what I am going to do, I am going to transform the data. Okay, I am going to transform the data, and now I am going to change the format of the data from date time to only time. Okay, replace current, and also this from date time to time. Okay, so this is the thing that uh, we have to do. Now what I have to do, same like the DEX formula, I have to find out what is the difference between this two time period. Okay, so now I am going to add one column, and I am adding one custom column. Okay, so now what I want this end time minus this start time. Okay, now you press OK. Now you have to keep it in mind that you can see uh, this is not in the format that we want. So what should be the format of this? The format should be duration. Okay, so I'm converting it in duration. Okay, now you can see it is giving you the correct duration like 10 hours 30 minutes and 11:04. So the difference between is 34 minutes. Okay, and now if you want to convert these into hours, you can also do this, like you can go to duration and then convert it into total hours. Okay, so you can see the hours are given here for this much time. If you convert it into hour, then it will be like this only. Okay, and if you want to so you can also round the figure, like if you want to round the figure, round up to two decimal places. Okay, so okay, so you can see uh, now it is showing round. I can change the name of this column. uh, what I have to do, I have to rename the column. So what would be the, it will be like duration. Okay, for that much amount of hour this person is worked for a particular project. Okay, so this is the thing that I did. Now I am closing it and applying it. Okay, so here is the thing, already duration is given here, so I cannot uh, discard changes, cancel. So let me go to transform data, and also remember one thing, like whenever you are transforming the data, the calculated column will be not will be we cannot see in the Power Query editor. Okay, so what I can do, I can do dash t. Okay, so this is the duration is given here. Now apply changes. Okay, now let's see. So I'm going to add one table. Okay, so this is the table, and I am bringing the employee here. Okay, let me go and change the size of the values here, so you can see. And now I am bringing this duration t here. Now you can see that Adam worked for 18.99 hours, Amar 1.181.40 hours, Bill, Mark, Ravi, and Veronica, everybody's uh, hours are given, and the total duration is also given here. Okay. Now if you want to add one filter, okay, let me add one filter. So I'm bringing create date here. Where is create date? I bought create date here, and I'm changing the slicer from between to vertical list. And now if I click on this, and you can see Adam worked for 7.16 hours. Okay, and the total is also given. You can see on the 27th of April, Bill worked for 7 hour 2 minutes, and on 3rd of May, this 3% has worked for these many hours. Okay, so uh, in this lesson, our learning was that when you want to calculate by calculated column by differencing between the end time and start time, you cannot see the total that is given here because you cannot summarize the data. But if you go to Power Query Editor and you do the necessary calculation, uh, then you can see this total here, and it is also actually fulfilling the need of your stakeholder. Okay, so this is the way you have to do it. Thank you.